Happy Women's Month. Now, personally, this is one of my favorite months of the entire year. Now, I must say, I'm a little bit biased, perhaps because I was raised by females. And I also understand the significance and value that women have to offer in life and not just the plumbing industry. So that's why today's episode is quite a special one. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be joined by a sensational and truly inspirational participant within the plumbing industry. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, we cannot break away from tradition. We have to keep ourselves updated with what's happening all around the world when it comes to plumbing. So let's go straight into the news.
Welcome to Plumbing 101 News. My name is Jabulile. The Water and Sanitation Directorate of Cape Town is committed to reducing pollution. The primary task within this multi-layered strategy is called the Water Pollution Control Unit. Through this unit, they are actively searching for structural flaws in an effort to lessen the danger of sewer overflows, while also investigating pollution. Investigative techniques used into infrastructure integrity and contamination include virtual examinations of sewer and stormwater systems, CCTV camera supervision, employing the use of smoke detection technology and mobile equipment or tools for conducting water quality checks on site. Improvements to wastewater treatment facilities, pump stations, and the pipe replacement program is funded by the city's 1.6 billion budget for water and sanitation during 2022 and 2023 financial year. The number of pollution incidents linked to infrastructure problems will decline as a result of these efforts. Meanwhile, on Monday, July 18, participants of the Rainbow Education and Skills Women's Plumbing Program celebrated International Nelson Mandela Day in style after receiving work tools from the country's Department of Water and Sanitation. The non-profit organization encourages and teaches women on plumbing skills. The Department of Water and Sanitation's participation was praised by Nokubonga Mepeni, coordinator of the Women's Plumbing Program. She claimed that the gift would help the trainees gain confidence. In recent announcements, the Plumbing Traveling Exhibition is set to host its very first exhibition dedicated to plumbing on the 25th of August at the Impala Rugby Club in Rustenburg. This is gearing up to be an exciting event with organizations such as Iosa hosting a workshop on geyser and drainage faults, as well as useful tips on those kinds of installations. In more serious news, Brendan Reynolds, Executive Director of Iosa, talks about non-compliance in plumbing and how these findings show a serious disrespect for the law. This is especially distressing in a country that already faces a severe water and energy crisis. The problem is made worse by non-compliant plumbing installation, which endanger the public's health and safety, have a detrimental effect on the environment, and harm both public and private property. Research was carried out by 42 of IOPSA's experienced plumbing inspectors during April and May 2022. A total of 725 properties within the formal housing sector were investigated across 8 provinces. A worrying 67% of water heating installations were found to be non-compliant. The result of these findings demonstrate a dire need for authorities to enforce their municipal services bylaws in order to help regulate this industry. There's no time to deliberate, given the country's problems with energy, water, and sanitation. To make a change, it's important that a swift and decisive action be taken. That's it for now. Let's take it back to studio.
Now back to the business. I told you today's episode is sensational, truly inspirational. In the spirit of Women's Month, ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by a very powerful and influential woman within the plumbing industry. Now, she started her career off in construction, and maybe that's why we get along, you know, because she's done a bit of PR and marketing as well, and she also went into finance, and that's why her success is blooming. You can see it. And I said this before we even started the shoot, you know, every time I see my WhatsApp statuses, there's two things I see. All right, she's either talking plumbing or she's talking food. But beyond that, ladies and gentlemen, she's also the recipient of the award from the Institution of Plumbing South Africa of the Industry Lady of the Year. Now, who am I talking about? It's the one and only Jabulile Nkosi. Jabu.
Hi.
How are you?
Good day. I'm very well, thanks. And how are you?
Gabon. I mean, I'm fine. I'm happy. You know.
Yeah, I'm happy to be. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us and gracing us with your presence. I know it's very busy, you know. You could have been making money, but you're joining us on Plumbing 101. It's so great to be engaging you in person, not on a digital platform, you know. And so much that I have to say this to people that are watching back at home. I have to give you flowers. You know, there's this famous saying I always say, people never get their flowers while they can still smell them. So I'm giving them to you. But before we get into that, let's make people understand why you're getting flowers. Jabulile, who are you? Where did this all start? Tell us about your journey.
Jabulile. Hey, Jabulile Nkosi. I'm Kungwani now, recently married.
Come on, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Jabulile is a wife. She's a mother. She's an entrepreneur, a businesswoman, a qualified plumber.
Come on.
Yes. So my journey started, I think I've always been a tomboy. I'm a tomboy.
Come on.
I'm a tomboy.
Yeah.
I'm very active at school. I was an athlete of note. I was a sports captain. I played everything. I played tennis. I was in athletics. I was in netball. I did everything.
So you were active.
Cross country.
Hey.
So I was very active.
Yeah.
From a very young age. And funny enough, I went to a convent school, primary school. I was at Mayfair Convent School.
Only ladies?
No, it was a co-ed.
Co-ed, okay.
But later on, high school, I was at Parktown Girls.
Okay, so you're a Parktown girl.
Parktownian. So
yeah.
Beautiful school, beautiful memories.
Yeah.
So I come from a plumbing background. So my dad is also a plumber. He's retired now.
Okay.
He started his business in 1986 into the plumbing and the construction, mainly insurance industry.
Yeah.
So if your geyser bursts and then they'd call on him, he was one of the guys that started in Soweto to penetrate when the new suburbs were built.
100%.
Protea North, Besta, Pimville, you know, Deep Reef Extension.
Yeah.
You know. So school holidays, my dad, you earned your keep.
Yeah.
Nothing was for free.
Come on.
So weekends, I was at work. Started doing his admin. You know, he had plumbers. He was in charge of plumbing. You know, he was the head plumber. Then he started having, you know. So I did his admin, and then I was seeing these funny words like pressure valve, vacuum breaker. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, this is interesting. Some deep English.
Yes, and now then he started school holidays. Then he's like, come to work.
Yeah.
Then I started being the phone lady. Now queries were coming in. I had to learn. To say, I cannot always say, hold on, sometimes they're busy. Then I had to learn. Then he was like, and I'll forever be grateful to him. He never pushed me to say, you're a girl, you're going to be a PA. You know, he said you needed to go and learn what you're talking about. You see, actually he walked in one day and I was like, hold on, they're still on the phone. And he took notice and he called me in. He's like, you need to know what you're talking about. You need to go out there. I was excited. I was like,
confidence is knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I started going out on Saturdays. My Saturdays, I started going out with the guys to the field. At a relatively young age. I think I was like 16, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, and And he said, if you keep on, I'm going to get you a license, a driver's license. And you're going to be driving. Who wouldn't? So great. So every Saturday, I was keen. I went out with the guys to replace geysers, And yes, then I got my learners and then I was driving the guys,
Come on.
Yeah.
Talk about breaking the stereotype already.
Yes, I was driving. I was keen to drive. License. To drive. And that's how my passion started.
Come on.
But obviously then I went to tertiary. I started marketing and public relations. Yeah. I had to do my internship in that. Then I spaced out into the corporate world, When I left plumbing, I went to the corporate world. Did very well for about 3 years, but the plumbing bag, man, I was bored. I'm a marketer. I love marketing, but my passion was not there. I wanted to be out there. I wanted, I felt cramped.
The plumbing gods were calling you.
Plumbing gods were calling me. Sadly, I resigned. And I went back into the plumbing and construction space.
And that's how Melita Projects was formed in 2018.
In 2018. Yeah. So I resigned in 2017 to go pursue full-time, to go to school for plumbing. Yeah, I went to Nomanzi Plumbing School to go get my trade test. I took like a year off, just to get my stuff in order. Yeah. Because I now knew, I had the experience. I had background, I felt it was time. Yeah.
And speaking of that, most people actually, when it comes to plumbing, abayithathi serious. Let's be honest. There's this perception that you can unblock a drain and all of a sudden, hey, you're a plumber, which is absolutely incorrect. I love the fact that you raised that. You went to school. You invested time in getting your trade test, becoming a qualified plumber, not a tata machas, And now you're also into entrepreneurship. But I want to bring it, and not because it's just the spirit of Women's Month. It's not easy in this industry as a woman. Let's talk about some of those challenges before we get to the technical discussions. What have you faced? Those stereotypes, those challenges, being treated a certain way, those expectations that you're a lady, can you carry this geyser? Are you sure you're going to install it correctly? What are some of those challenges that you've experienced?
Going into plumbing is a passion. You need to have a passion and love what you do. Every day for me is a new challenge because I don't know. Every day I meet new clients. I meet a new face. So today might be a good day. Yesterday might be a bad day. And unfortunately, we still carry the burden of not have our clients, especially males, not having confidence in female plumbers. I always, they'll question me a lot of time. Are you sure? Are you sure you can get up that ladder? Are you sure that the gas burner won't burn you? Are you sure? Are you sure you're gonna be okay? Like the extra. I'm like, I do this every day. Just chill. I'll be okay. But so my passion is, what I love is that every time I'm with a client and when I walk out of the client's house, I would have changed their perception of what a woman plumber can do.
Come on.
And another thing for me is like, we are not in competition with males. I think that's and people need to understand that we are on par. It's not of who can do it better. It's how we can do it better together. Take plumbing to a better space.
Come on.
That's my thing.
Come on. I told you. Today's episode is going to be sensational. The great part about this is, you are part of a 3% or just even under 3% of female participation in the plumbing industry. And you certainly are doing, in the slang words we use, you're doing the most. You're doing the most. But I want us to just, get a breather a little bit because I want to get into the technical side of the discussion, all right? But before we do that, we're going to get a breather. We're going to take a quick ad break, but we're going to be coming right back. You got to love it. You got to love it. Yes, man.
Good day. How can I help you?
Hi. I'm here to log in my COCs, but I seem to be having an issue with my computer.
No problem. But did you know that you can log your COCs using an app on your cell phone?
Oh, what app is that?
It's called the App Plumber. Do you have a smartphone with you?
Yes, I do.
Oh well, let me show you how it works.
Not only can you access your PRB profile on the App Plumber, but you can also earn CPD points while exploring the plumbing industry in the palm of your hand. Download the app from Google Play Store and join thousands of other happy users. In collaboration with Iosa, Articulated presents a heat pump installation course with a whopping 10% discount in honor of Women's Month this August. Consisting of 7 modules, this course will provide you with knowledge surrounding the types of heat pumps available, the economic benefits of heat pumps, and an overview of the SANS 135 national standard. For more information or to register for this course and earn yourself 5 CPD points, be sure to visit www.iopsatraining.co.za.
Welcome back. You're still tuned in to Plumbing 101. We still joined in studio by Jabulile Nkosi, but now she's married. You said?
Kungwan.
Kungwan.
Yes.
Come on,
Yeah.
Jabulile Kungwan. You know, we gotta get it right.
Yeah.
This is a brand, ladies and gentlemen. This is a brand. And we've been talking, you know, we've been having such a powerful conversation, but now we're gonna bring it to the technical side of the discussion. You know, when it comes to plumbing, you know, you're also a technical expert. I do know that you're also an auditor as well.
Yes,
people need to know these things, Jabulile.
Yes,
you
I'm
know?
a compliance auditor for Iosa, which is the Institute of Plumbing
South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let's speak technician. You know, what are the steps of becoming one, especially an accredited and professional one?
Okay, so there's 2 ways to do it. Okay, we have your trade schools, which
Yes.
are your FET colleges that offer artisan skills, which is your plumbing, your welding, your boiler making.
100%.
So it's like your grade 10, 11, and 12, which
Okay.
is like 3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one way to do it. Another way, it's like us who've only got the bug after matric.
Yeah.
Your matric you need. Yeah. So with me, I started as an assistant plumber.
Okay.
You know, and then I enrolled into a plumbing school. It was Nomanzi Plumbing School. Very good school. That's where I got to know the
intellectual property,
the intellectual, the
yeah.
theory, and
Yeah.
the practical side of it. You know, it's just not practical, and the theory to understand how drainage works. You know, to understand the dynamics of plumbing.
Yes.
Basically, and then I applied at PRIB.
Yeah.
To write my exam.
Yeah.
2-hour grueling exam.
That induction.
But yeah, I've really enjoyed my journey, and that's how I got then my qualification to be a fully licensed plumber.
Come on.
But it's a process, very interesting process. Be patient. I think patience is virtue, guys.
Yeah.
If you're going to do something, do it right.
The investment, especially if you do it
Absolutely.
properly.
And it's a lifelong skill.
Come on.
You know, I mean, who doesn't need water? We run the world, guys. Plumbers run the world.
She's reading my mind. You know what's my favorite line? I'm like, you know, people who are in the plumbing industry are responsible for transporting the most valuable commodity.
Absolutely.
That's water. It's more valuable than diamonds, gold, silver, platinum. It's water. Water is life.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But now in every industry, let's speak technically now, you know, there are those do's and there are those don'ts. You know, what are the do's and don'ts, especially the don'ts for people to know?
No shortcuts.
Yeah.
Water is a very, very, very dangerous commodity. It's very dangerous.
Come on.
You know, a geezer can bomb, literally.
Yeah.
Can bomb a client's house.
Yeah.
You know, no shortcuts. Please, the biggest thing I say to my plumbers is that do the right thing, you know, because you're putting people's lives at risk. You can have an electric short circuit. You can burn people down. Geyser can burst. You can have flooding. There can be a baby. Hot water. You can imagine. You know, and I always say integrity principle.
Yeah.
Very important in plumbing because we're dealing with people's life, very sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Do always explain to your clients, you know, don't get in and just do and get out.
Yeah.
You know, explain to your client to say, I always say to my clients, you know what? Start with the cold water, open the cold water first, then the hot water.
Yeah.
Now that's going to prevent your pipes bursting.
Man, I learned something.
Yes.
I do it the opposite way.
Yeah.
And I do this.
Imagine overnight your pipes are frozen and then you come with hot water. What's going to happen?
Oh, I've never thought of that.
You know, so very safety precautions. Plumbers, let's teach our clients the safety precautions when dealing with water. Don't assume.
Don't assume.
Don't assume.
And don't take shortcuts.
And don't
like you said.
and very important for technicians, don't buy non-SABS material.
Yay.
That is what undercutting Chinese products.
Yeah.
Guys, you can't compromise on material in plumbing.
Come on.
You can't. Because
Quality all the time.
Quality all the time.
But you see, that brings us now to creating consumer awareness, you know? And I have to say this, when it comes to consumers, there's always this mindset that you can always negotiate prices when it comes to plumbers. But you know, when it comes to your doctors, you don't say you have liver issues and then doctor, can I get a discount here, you know? But when it comes to water, all of a sudden there's negotiations. Let's respect the plumber. Don't take shortcuts, even yourself as a consumer, when it comes to paying, all right? But you mentioned something about products, you know, and how important it is to stick to quality.
Yes, absolutely. You know, cheap is always expensive.
Yeah.
I always say that. That's my motto.
Yeah.
Because you want to get the cheap plumber on the corner,
Yes.
unlicensed plumber, which you're going to pay below par, who doesn't know what they're doing. And then when they're gone, you won't find them. And then later on at night, your pipe bursts.
100%.
And it damages even more. You have to go now get a professional. Now you've paid twice. Now you have to go, you know. So I always say, SABS, the technicians, guys, you cannot undercut quality.
Yeah.
As plumbers, we need to take pride with what we do.
Don't compromise.
Don't compromise.
Don't
compromise your fees, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But now, if people are to take you seriously, if your client is to take you seriously, what you charge is what you must be worth.
Come on.
Professional all the time.
Come on. I want to bring it to this, all right? I said it. I gave you your flowers for a reason. You know, we've seen Jabulile taking levels of growth, and you are continuously growing, all right? There's Melita. You've got PR, you've got finance background, you're a successful businesswoman, you're a qualified plumber, you're a licensed plumber, you're an award-winning plumber, you know. Now, what's the next phase? You know, where are we seeing Jabulile in the next coming years and future and beyond?
Jabulile, who is Melita Trading.
Yeah.
Very passionate about mentoring young women to get into the plumbing space. That's what I wake up to do every day, you know. I want young girls out there to know that this trade is just not for men. It's also, we are there. I'm here. I'm here for them. To show them that you can be a successful businesswoman, successful artisan, you know, and don't limit yourself to being the pretty girl version.
Yeah.
Be that, I'm the sexy plumber.
Yay!
You know? Changing the whole narrative.
Come on.
You know, that plumbing is dirty work. It's for... A plumber is a doctor. Go anywhere in Europe and ask them how serious they take this profession. Yeah. And I'm pushing that. Yeah. You know, that's what our profession is up there with the doctors. We are doctors. Yeah. You know, people need us to survive. Everybody, even animals need water to survive.
100%.
You know, so encouraging young girls to get into the plumbing space, employing the youth. Yeah. Very passionate about that. There's a lot of unemployment. I really, really try to get, I also do construction. Yes. So the young guys in the hood, you know, I try and give them, like if they come in, I always try not to turn them away. I'll say, come and learn painting. Yeah. But you'll not be gaining anything for, I can give you lunch. Yeah. But until I'm going to train you, you know. So they teach them the basic skills of painting, doing a ceiling, rhino board, gamazine, give them a skill. Yeah. You know, and it depends. I mean, personalities are different. Some of them come back. Yeah. You know, some of them, they're like, this is too much hard work. And they just disappear. Yeah. So you can always take out the ones, find the ones that really want to. And I love it because now a lot of them are now permanent staff on my team. Yes. I've got family households, you know, that Melita is giving something to, you know. And in the future, I'm looking to have bursaries for my staff. Come on. You know, for their kids. Yeah. Into plumbing. Yeah. To send them to plumbing schools. Speaking of that, you're also in partnership with Blue Lever. Yes. Come on. Blue Lever, yes. It's a youth learnership program for artisans. I mentor young girls. I take in young girls from that institution into Melita Trading to teach them plumbing. They go with the plumbing teams. Yeah. They're about to graduate. I can't wait. Come on. Yeah. Yes. And, you know, I'd love to have a good story to tell. Yes. With the young ones. Yes. The youth. Yeah. You know, because that's where we need to invest. Yeah. And that's why I'm investing. That's where Melita is going. Yeah. And the big corporations where I apply to, you know, I'll still be knocking on doors. Yeah. You know, because I want that youth to be employed. I need that young girl to be employed. Yes. There's so much hopelessness, you know. And that's why I'm asking the corporates, please open the doors for us. Come on.
Invest.
Yes, invest.
Invest, especially
Don't
in the
shut
next
out the doors
generation.
and look for the tenders and whatever.
Yeah.
Give us a chance so that we give this youth a chance.
It's a ripple effect of
effect.
positivity, right?
Yes.
You know, I love what you're saying. And before we even go for an ad break, right? I want to know, what kind of mentor are you? Are you the strict, hey, you know, or are you, or are you flexible? Or well, judging from yourself, how would you describe yourself as someone who's empowering others in your approach?
I consider myself to be firm and assertive, but not rude or bullying or bossy. Very important. For me, respect is a big thing. You know, I feel you need to give respect in order to gain respect.
Yeah.
And being humble.
Yeah.
You know, my guys should not be scared to talk to me about private matters. I think I also play a mother role.
Yeah.
You know, to my the youth that I try and get in, and the girls that I'm mentoring.
Yeah.
You know, I think in everything, respect. You know, I think and trust. Your employees need to earn your trust.
Yeah.
As well, and they need to know that you need to trust them. You know, so it's not only about the work they do; it's what you give to them and what you teach them.
Yeah.
You know, I'm also very passionate about that.
Wow.
As well. You know, etiquette, business etiquette.
Yeah.
I always try and teach my employees to say, have principle. Just because it's an old granny, you don't overcharge an old granny. Have passion.
But values.
Yes,
morals.
have values.
Yeah.
You know, and you'll have sustainability. Business is not about what you can shout today.
Yes.
You know, it's a generational thing.
Yeah.
It's a legacy that I need to leave.
Yeah.
You know, so if you have principle and values, I think that will give you longevity.
100%.
That's my
100%. I love that. I love that. You know, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, she's the 2022 Lady of the Year award recipient from the Institution of Plumbing South Africa. It doesn't come easy. It goes with investment, time, passion, dedication, and knowing exactly what you're doing, you know, which is why we salute you. But before we wrap things up, we haven't concluded yet. We're going to take another quick ad break, and then we're going to hear the final touches from this amazing queen. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Yes, man. Being part of an industry professional body is a personal decision.
To those who take pride in their trade, it stretches far beyond having a status of being licensed to issue certificates of compliance.
To them, the consumer matters.
As part of the plumbing industry, you help to bring the most valuable commodity to civilization. Water is life.
Be sure to continue to reap the benefits of being a proudly PIRB registered plumber by continually renewing your registration.
Hi, igama lami ngunokubonga ngwakangema. I'm from Amanzimtoti. Ngenza i-plumbing. Ngiqale ngenza ama-studies zami ngo-2011. Till now ngisenza i-plumbing. Ngisebenza e-Andrew Plumbers. Ngenza i-plumbing. Benginesifiso sokuthi ngiqhubeke nayo, ngiyayithanda kakhulu. Ekuqaleni ngakhetha i-engineering, civil engineering. Then mase ngifike esikoleni kwamele ukuthi-ke sikhethe ukuthi-ke sizo-trade ngani. Ngakhetha i-plumbing. Since then ngo-2012 ngaba nothando le-plumbing because vele ngumuntu othanda ukusebenza kanzima. Even ekhaya baye bengibize ngomuntu wesilisa because ngiyathanda imisebenzi e-challengeayo. So ngaba nothando nje loku connect amapayipi ekhaya makukhona izinto ezifile imina engiconnectayo kubiza mina. So ngaba nothando le-plumbing. Ya ngithe mangithola lo msebenzi wokuplamba khona kwaqale kwaba nzima kodwa akubanga nzima because every time la isifika khona abantu bebejabula bethi umuntu wesifazane kwi-plumbing. Nami ngize ngigqugquzeleka ngiba nothando la ifika khona and mina kuphela umuntu wesifazane osebenza khona e-Andrew Plumbers because namanje ngisebenza khona e-Andrew Plumbers. Imina kuphela umuntu wesifazane. So every time masifika endaweni abantu bangibabaza, Andrew unomuntu wesifazane, ayi i-bathroom yethu izoba yinhle, ayi umsebenzi wethu uzoba muhleke njengoba kunomuntu wesifazane. So lokho kwanginikeza ugqozi lokuthi ngiqhubeke ngibe nothando and ngifisa ukuthi ngiqhubeke ne-plumbing because ngizibona ngomuntu wesifazane ophumelele kwi-plumbing. Ngibona nje ngiphezulu kakhulu. ya mawuzimisela entweni uyifisa unothando unogqozu kumele usebenze kanzima ngibe nazo nami ingqinamba engibhekane nazo kodwa ngoba benginothando kuswa ngaphathi angizange ngize ngigive up because bengiba nakho ukuthi yo i-age yangishaya isikhathi siyahamba anginakho ukuthi kodwa ngizange ngize ngigive up ngike ngaqhubeka ngaba nothando ngazimisela futhi ngasebenza kanzima ukuze ngifike la engifike khona even though ngakafiki la engifisa ukufika khona kodwa ngisaqhubeka nokusebenza kanzima.
Truly inspiring words from Nokubonga. I must say, what a passionate young lady that is so excited to be part of this industry. We got to meet her in the road show that we're currently on when we're in the Royal Zulu Kingdom. And man, what an unforgettable moment. So shout out to you, not just because it's Women's Month, but because you are actually really dedicated to this industry. But we still have Jabulile in studio. And Jabs, this part is for me, I think, the core of why we're here. All right? You're someone who's doing it. You're not just talk, you're action. You know, you're living it. And I've always said there's something about this industry that is so humble. Nothing wrong with that. But there's so many great things that happen in this industry, but they're not magnified out there. You know, you are an entrepreneur. You are a licensed, qualified plumber. You're an expert of your industry. You're an award winner of this industry. You're someone who I consider as a role model in this industry. To someone out there, irrespective of their age, perhaps maybe let's talk about the young people, because in South Africa we have a high unemployment rate. And not everyone is going to be a lawyer, an accountant, a judge, you know, taking nothing away from those industries, you know. But here's an option, but because it doesn't look glamorous, people don't consider it first. Bayabu law, yabashaya, then I'm gonna be a plumber, you know, plan B and plan C. And we want to change that. Someone who's been here, who's doing it, what words of wisdom and encouragement would you want to leave with someone that's watching?
Plumbing is like being up there with the professionals, with being a doctor. It's like being a doctor. We are water doctors, you know. You look at European countries, they take plumbing very seriously. Go your Australia, your New Zealand. You know, it's a very serious industry. And my passion is drawing the youth especially and the young girls into this industry, into plumbing. You know, being an artisan is a trade, having a trade. You know, you'll always be employed. Always. As opposed to, we need to cut the narrative, meaning to be successful, you need to have a degree or be, you know. We have a lot of sad stories of people who have qualifications but are unemployed, you know. So I'm saying, guys, we need artisans. The country needs artisans to run. You know, we need to maintain those reservoirs. Come on, plumbers. You know, we need to, the piping, the sewage drainage system in the country. They need plumbers to maintain that, you know. And we have a shortage of skill there, you know. So I'm encouraging the young ones. Even if you're not young, you know, it's never too late to start a career.
There we go.
You know, but plumbing is really the space to go into. There's a lot to be done. And as a country, we need plumbers. And guys, I would encourage the youth, girls, women. Melita Trading is there. The SMMEs, businesses, please give the youth a chance. Let's groom these young men and women. Let's build them and build a beautiful South Africa.
Come on.
That's what I need to say.
Come on. If I had a horn, I'd go, pay, 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 you know.
But really, it's important, you know. If we're going to have a developing and running country, we need to take our youth and the women into skills, skills development. That's how the economy will be pumping.
Come on. You know, I told you today is a special episode, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you missed it in the beginning. Award-winning plumber, Lady of the Year 2022.
Oh, you make me blush.
Iosa, and founder of Melita Trading. Ladies and gentlemen, she has a PR and marketing background. And of course, she's successful because she has a finance background as well. And she's a mentor. She's got space for being a mother. She's firm, doesn't take chances in the detail of everything. And I'll say this again. I have to give you your flowers. You are doing a phenomenal job. And I do pray and I trust that South Africa can see the value that you're adding in the plumbing industry and the next generation that you're bringing in. And I'm very biased, you know why? Maybe because I was raised by women, but I believe that women are incubators. You bring life to things, and I always say this, I'm sure people have overheard me using this, but what's the strongest continent in the world? It's Africa.
Absolutely.
And it's not Papa Africa. That doesn't even sound nice. It's Mama Africa. When a dog is chasing you, you don't go, Papa. You go, Mama. Yes. And that's the power and the value you bring. And I know when people watch this today, they're going to be inspired to say, wow, that's eye-opening. Maybe, just maybe, this is where I'm meant to be. So a big shout out to you. We see you, Jabulile. We see you, right? Wrapping it up in style, ladies and gentlemen. It's Plumbing 101. I have nothing further to say except when it's great, leave it as great. All right? So we're going to leave it off like this. Nedzina Langande Rendani Shibura, a.k.a. Randy, your #1 MC. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Yes, man. Back to the news.
Hello and welcome back to the news. The Iosa Plumbing Awards ceremony, which was hosted at the Royal Elephant this past week, featured a focus on leadership and thriving for the best. The awards were given to plumbing businesses and people who go above and beyond to improve and look out for their communities. The plumbing profession, like all industries, has its leaders, men and women who set the tone and guide the sector. These individuals are known as the master plumbers in our field. The Master Plumber ceremony at the Iosa Awards recognized and honored these leaders in a formal and professional manner. The PIRB Master Plumber ceremony gave recognition to the industry leaders on the 28th of July at the Iosa Plumbing Awards. If you are a skilled and experienced plumber equipped to take the lead, enroll today and start your journey in becoming a recognized PIRB Master Plumber. In the leaderboard news, here is our top 5. Congratulations and keep up the amazing work. The PIRB article writing competition has already gifted great prizes to 2 previous winners. Do you have what it takes to write the next winning article? Enter now and stand your chance to earn 4 CPD points. And to close off the news, let's take a look at the highlights from the 2022 C4C event.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fight!
That's it from me, Tobile. Until next time, stay safe.